Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, hello.
This is Mental Finesse
Yes.
podcast, vlogcast. We make up names here.
We do.
So we want to welcome you to our channel. But before we start, we want you to make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Because, this is the way you get notified every time that we will be on schedule.
Click the notification bell.
So thank you for joining us.
Yes,
giving us some of your minutes today.
Yes.
And if you don't forget to subscribe, if you know anyone who would need this specific video or anyone who would be interested just in mental finesse all around, we would just love to
be of assistance.
So so please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can know that we are on and popping, that we can be there for you.
Yes.
And if you would like to discuss something, then you can always leave a comment below. We will also have our information for our Instagram account so that you can also DM us.
As well as our email.
Yes. So that way you can get in touch with us directly.
Yes.
I am Georgia.
And I am Jessica.
And we are sisters.
4 years apart.
I am older and more mature.
Definitely not, but let her think that.
So we are so excited to be here with you today. This is the Mental Finesse podcast and vlogcast, where we will take you along our lives in different areas and come into your life to hopefully incite new ideas.
Yes.
Inspire you.
Motivate you.
Yeah. Get you fired up about your own life, where you're going, the next areas that you're trying to pursue, and just show you that you're capable of everything. You know, so that's what this is about. And for me, it's mental finesse. What is it for you? I feel that it's all around.
Yeah.
It suits every person from the youngest age to the oldest ages.
I definitely think for mental finesse that you cannot classify it as one genre or into one category. It is multifaceted.
Yes.
You know, every part of health, mental health, impacts your physical health, impacts your emotional health.
Yep.
So we're looking at all those various categories and genres dealing with that.
Yeah, and taking it even deeper so that you are able to understand it in a way that makes sense for you. Not just, you get psychology books and you hear what people, these different things.
Terminology.
Yes, and it can be overwhelming because you don't even know where to begin. So it keeps it simple. As my dad always says, stupid simple.
Yes.
Keep it stupid simple.
Yes.
So that's what we do, is keep it there
Basic.
and have fun. That's what it's about. If I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where we are. Oh, I wanted to also make sure that before we start, we thank our sponsor, which is Into Africa.
Yes.
And Into Africa
is an incredible nonprofit organization because they build churches, schools, and water wells in various parts of Western Africa. And there's over 100 churches there right now. And each month, depending, it varies. There's different building projects that they work on. And so that's what's going on right now.
And where was the recent one you were saying?
They did one in Kinema right now, also one in Kissy Town as well. So it's just ongoing. Wherever they see a need, they build. Wherever there's a need for water, whatever it is, they're continuously.
Yes. And during the year, also having medical missions.
Yes.
That they send out. So it's incredible what they're doing throughout the world in Western Africa.
It really is.
Yes.
So thank you, Into Africa.
Thank you. So let's begin this. I'm excited because this topic is, so discussed everywhere, but it's different. I'm excited for it to be different. What did we entitle this actually? Was True Essentials.
Yes.
True Essential. And what actually is essential versus what is not. Because, right now, the world is shifting into a new phase. People are coming into a new place now in life where they're going to enter back in to the work areas and where they were before.
Yeah.
And what I really want to take time to say to all the people that are, small business owners and just people that are going back into work at all right now, or people that didn't have work at all. You know, I'm excited for those that are getting ready to return.
Yes.
I'm really motivated for you. I want you to feel that motivation to be able to know that you're going to do well. You're really going to succeed.
Yes.
And
that this is ultimately a new beginning. This is a new start going back, you know?
Yeah.
That it can be viewed as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I actually, you know, when you go in from being so closed off to going back in, it can freak you out.
Yeah,
You know, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But just taking each day at a time and knowing that, you know, you're going to get through it. It's going to be good and you're going to do very well.
Yes.
You know? So I was thinking how interesting it is that when you look at the whole quarantine situation, it wasn't good. It wasn't good to be locked up in your house. It wasn't good to be isolated from everyone, not able to talk to people, not able to communicate effectively, see your family as you want to, go out as you would like, you know, take your kids out even. You know, I know there's a lot of new births that occurred and some people weren't even able to even have their babies even go out. Even experience that. So it's a lot to take in. But, you know, the interesting thing is, while that wasn't normal, when you look at going back into work and where, you know, during the quarantine, you got to see that you were with your kids more.
Yes.
You were
communicating more.
You
family members.
Yes.
FaceTiming.
Yeah. You had to pick up the phone, whereas you might not. You had to sit down to delegate tasks between yourselves as a husband and wife, whereas maybe, you know, you didn't before. Yeah. So a new level of that experience, and then being around each other a lot, where some people would say, I can't be around this person anymore, you know, but there became a knowledge of like developing those skills together, cooking together, having your kids around you, having to homeschool and teach them stuff at home together.
Stepping out and being creative as well, because I think for a lot of people, that was something that maybe they didn't feel they had within them. So for them to kind of look within, what can I do to switch things up, to entertain the kids, to do something a little bit differently? And so I feel like the creative juices started flowing with, you know, women and men.
Things that you always loved, but you put off. Things that you said you were going to do, but you did not do. And that is the same with cleaning. You know, things that were piling up in your homes that you were never taking care of, but they piled up because of work, because of all the different tasks that you had to do, school, your kids, whatever it was, then you were never getting around to these things. So now when the quarantine happened, you have the time to declutter, you know? And I think that it's not normal for you, when you look at that stuff, it's not normal to not been able to do that. It's not normal to not do that. It's not normal it's not normal to leave your house messy. It's not normal to
not communicate.
It's not normal to sit down and be like, oh, nah, you can do the dishes. I don't want to. You just do it all. I'm not going to do anything ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's not normal at all. It's not normal to not see your kids.
Yeah.
You know, because you're working all day long. And then, you know, I understand you're working and stuff, but to never see them throughout the week, or to have 2 hours with them even.
Yeah. It's before they go to bed or
certain things like that you get to see were not normal. And so I really sit down to see that there's a lot of things that weren't normal, or to even say that if you were 24/7, like we said, mad, annoyed with your husband or annoyed with your wife every single day, that's not normal.
Yeah,
but
it really isn't.
But the thing is that you were never in a position to cultivate that experience.
To cultivate, until the quarantine. Until then, because you were faced with your issues. You're faced with your problems. You were literally locked down with everything around you, and you couldn't go anywhere but to, you know, face the music, so to speak.
Exactly.
So,
so see, the main thing is that now when you look at the whole situation regarding quarantine, you can't look at it completely negative and just say that it wasn't good. It was just this horrible thing, because there were certain things that were developed in you for a reason that you now see that you need.
Yes.
So now when you're entering into this next stage of your life and you're able to come in and say, you know what, I'm going to go into this in a different way now.
Yeah.
How do you want to cultivate your life to be different?
Yeah.
How do you want to change that?
Exactly.
You know? Because now it's about maintaining the things that you liked, that you can take away from it. You know,
eating the fish, spitting out the bones.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so what I really like what we talked about is the family plan, because I said it's not only Verizon that can make a family plan.
There you go.
You know, because but it's a great concept, because when you think about it, when you get your family plan, you're delegating how many minutes you all want to have between yourselves, you know?
Yeah.
And so how many texting minutes and all this stuff. That is the same thing that you can look at when it comes to your life. What are you going to donate those minutes to now?
Yes.
In a different way.
In a different way.
Because it is completely up to you. What is actually essential versus what isn't.
What are you going to be intentional about now?
Yeah.
What are the things, like you said, that are essential, that are important, that matter? That maybe before, you know, you were doing it out of obligation. You're doing it because you had to. You're doing it because it's just something that you do, you know? But now really evaluating, assessing, and saying, you know what, I don't need to do that.
Does that even
that
work?
Wasn't necessary.
Yeah. Was it essential to every Saturday try to go to Martha, Sally, and Sue's birthday party? And if your name's Martha, Sally, and Sue, I'm not trying to talk about you, but maybe I am. So what I'm saying is, if it was necessary to go to every person's birthday party on Saturday, dragging your kid from this event to that event, to soccer, to this, to that, to the next minutes of your life that you had no time for yourself, or no time to even spend time with your kids, because you were with 50 other people's kids all day. And then, was that essential? Was that necessary? Is that something that you want to do every Saturday
that you want to donate your time to?
Yeah. So now it becomes strategized. Maybe we'll send Martha a gift card. Yeah. And maybe we'll go to Sally's for 30 minutes. Or maybe we won't go this week. Maybe that's not in the plans this week. Maybe this week we're all going to take a family time together and just stay together.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And then also the minutes of time you spent, maybe even... What else is it?
There's so many. The minutes...
Not going outside.
Yeah.
The minutes you spent, like, when you weren't utilizing them to work out.
Yes.
You know? Is that wasn't acceptable for you. That wasn't good for your body. Yeah. All in all. So, you know, I think that it's not about robbing yourself.
Yeah.
Of what you need. Yeah. You have to sit down to dial in. That's what I liked. It felt good when I got up to work out every morning. It felt good. It felt like an accomplishment. My heart was pumping. The blood
your
was
body
flowing.
felt good. You had energy.
Yeah.
You felt reinvigorated, so to speak. So picking and choosing those things that really make you feel lively, I feel like is key as well.
And like you said about the creative thing, making those minutes within your day count. So if it's something where you like to paint, you like to sing, you like to, anything. There's so many things you
like to work out.
Yeah, you like to work out. You like to cook. Making sure that you're cultivating those moments that you can dial
that
in.
You have some you time.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's 30 minutes of, okay, you know, someone watch the kids. I'm just going to paint right now. I'm just going to get this in. This is what I need. Where you have a release. You know, where you may had a stressful day, but you can be able to implement those lovings that you do.
Yeah, and then because now you're at a good pace with your relationship, you know, with your spouse and stuff due to this, hopefully, if that's where you find yourself, that you can now start to look at what you both need and be able to assist each other and being able to further get that way, you know, get to where you want to get, because that's going to be helpful for you. Definitely going to be the key. And if you are waking up early, why stop?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if that's what works, and if now you can see what time your kids are waking up and what time you can get up before them, if that's good, then do that. If you're a student and it was nicer for you to get up earlier, get ahead of things and feel refreshed, do that, you know?
Or even if you're a student and you really enjoyed the online classes, start maybe doing that, implementing that, because some people, you know, they're learners where they're only in person. But if you started saying, you know, I like it, I have a better flow, I can learn better, then, you know, why not add some classes like that next semester?
Yeah. And I think, you know, the difference is that we have to look at, now that you are going to enter back in to the world in a different way, everything is different. But now that you might be going back to work, you know, you're going to have to push harder than you did, obviously, during quarantine.
Yeah.
Because during quarantine, things were often easier in the sense where it was easy to just go with time.
Yeah.
You know, you could do whatever you wanted at this time or that time. And
you got your days confused
a
lot of times.
Exactly. Now you're going to know what day it is.
Yeah.
And, you know, so what it needs to be is that you push harder to get through the things that you want, to actually achieve what you've set out to have happen for that day. And that means, like I said, about dialing into your minutes, where if you get a phone call and you see it's someone that's going to get on your nerves, and it's not the day.
Yes.
It's
don't
not
mess.
the day.
Don't even try it.
Don't pick up the phone. Don't do it. You don't need to.
Yeah.
You know, if your phone rings and you seriously look down and you're like, maybe it's not the time.
Yeah.
Maybe, and if so, if you have to talk to that individual, maybe it's only 15 minutes. Maybe. So now it's about looking at, where are you going to put those expended hours into? What do you have already?
Yeah.
And what do you want to give out? You know?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times people will say, this person came along and they ruined my day. No one should have that much control over your life. No one should be ruining your day.
Yeah.
You ruin your day.
Yeah. By letting them ruin your day.
I don't have to entertain you.
Yeah.
You can keep come try it out.
You're annoying and you're dumb.
No, but act like you are the annoyance.
That's the annoyance.
And call me on the phone.
Hello.
And act annoying.
So if you can please come over here, I need you to pick this up. I need you to pick up the kids, and I need you to go to the store for me right now. This needs to be done.
Okay, thank you so much for calling me. How's your day going?
If you can please do that for me.
I won't be doing that today, but I thank you so much. You know what? We'll schedule you in for Tuesday, though. Tuesday, we'll try to get you on the go with that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And or it could be, oh, okay, I'll go to the store for you. Okay, thank you. No, you don't have to feed into everyone's needs.
And I think that's what that comes down to. It's this thing of, you're trying to take it on yourself. You're trying to take on the burden, you know, especially if you have family where you have to support them or take care of them. You feel like it's on you, as they say, you're superwoman. You're doing everything. You're, you know, okay. But you have no sense of what you need for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't need it right now.
Yeah, asking yourself. That's the thing too, is like sitting down to discover what you want for yourself, what you need for yourself, and what you're going to do to get that, you know, because if you go back, this is the thing is, one of my favorite quotes is saying that there's two options, that you can either evolve or repeat. So after this whole thing is done, you can either evolve and continue to grow and take on what you learned and apply it so that you can get better with it and do consistently what you love, so it's longevity and sustained. Or you can repeat what you were doing before and just keep doing it, because that, even though you keep repeating it, that doesn't mean it was working.
Yeah.
So what does that do for you?
Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
Nothing.
You know, it didn't offer you anything. So I think that sitting down to stop repeating and instead making a deliberate choice to evolve and to go to the next place, you know, choosing, what am I going to do differently this time? Like we said, how am I going to make time for myself? How am I going to make time for my husband? How am I going to make time for my wife this time? And how am I going to start vocalizing what I need.
Yeah.
This time, like you said about the superwoman syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Instead
Yeah,
of doing
that's so good.
someone who always says, I do everything.
Yeah.
But they never ask for anything.
Yeah.
And so they're
feeling stressed.
Yeah.
They're overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do that this time? Actually showing up for yourself and saying, this is actually what I need.
Mm-hmm.
I need
what
this.
does that look like for you?
Yeah, what does that look like for you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a certain day that you need something done for you? Is that a certain amount of hours that you need? Does that mean you need to wake up a little bit earlier? Does that mean that you need to adjust your children's schedules?
Yeah.
What does that need to look like so that you're doing better? And in turn, your household is doing better. When you're functioning properly, your body's functioning properly, you're breathing properly, you're digesting properly. So that's the interesting thing, is we have seen the shift.
Yes.
When we looked at it, remember when we've talked to so many different people, we've seen just as they've moved one level up in their life, the next level moves up.
Yeah.
So if that even means someone who's a singer that hasn't sung for so long, but then decides, you know what, this is something I need to get back into, and they actually do it. Just from them doing that thing that is their passion. The next area, all of a sudden, they're sleeping better.
Yeah.
Just from doing that. Then the next, because they're sleeping better, they're waking up more refreshed.
They have more energy.
Yes, and then in turn, not getting angry with other people.
Angry. They're able to work out, feel good.
Yes.
Because they have the energy. And then when it comes to the eating and the digestive process, they're able to absorb their food, feel good, and it keeps going. It repeats itself.
And then they have energy also for their family.
Yeah.
To continue.
Yeah, at the end of it, goes back to the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's all a circular process of literally, do you evolve or repeat? And if you repeat what you were doing, which means weren't making time for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you weren't making time for yourself, you're not sleeping good again. All of a sudden, then you start not feeling good when you wake up again.
Yeah.
Then you have no energy for the day. Then your body's not digesting well. Then you're not talking to people right because you're so angry and because you haven't gotten any sleep.
Yeah.
Then you're short with your kids. You're shorter with your husband. You don't really feel like being around people because you have no energy for it.
Yeah.
You're depleted all the time.
Yep.
Fatigue.
Yeah. Weak. Yeah.
It really starts with you. So
I love that.
Yeah. So it's every single time I feel that's what we're going to do, is each time when we do our episodes, we're going to talk about what are the essentials and what is it that you can leave with. What are the take-home messages? Essentials is the take-home messages of each episode
that you can apply to your own life. That you can say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what works for you. And you know what? It might not work for other people. Other people might look at you and go, that's not what we do at our house. That's not what time we put our baby to sleep. That's not what time we
cook.
That's not what time we cook. We don't eat that food. My wife doesn't do that. It doesn't, you know what? That's not what matters. What matters is what's within your house.
What works for you.
For you in your house.
Yes. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? And what's going to be the best plan for your family and your life?
Yes.
You know? The other thing that is essential is to be deliberate about what is coming into your mind.
Yes.
What is coming into your mind? Because as I said, the media and Instagram, the news, every aspect,
every social,
Facebook, anything that is social, any platform
outlet,
is going to, it's looking for an access. It's looking for a portal. So when it can find its way in, it's going to infiltrate into your mind and then in turn cause you to think a certain thought.
Yeah.
And then when you think that certain thought, you receive that thought. And then when you receive that thought, you in turn begin to act that way. It manifests itself. It's a very interesting concept. So when it manifests itself, then you behave differently. So what you want to look at is it good that at the first drop of the morning, you're going to wake up, roll to your side, pick up your phone, and get on, let's go with the news first. Get on the news and start looking at what's going on in the world. Is that necessary? Is that essential? Is that truly essential to what you need that morning?
Yeah. It's not.
It's not.
It's
Is
not.
that going to set your day up? Is that going to make you so excited to go pick up your child? Is that going to make you so excited to see your husband when he comes in the room? Is that going to make you excited to roll out of bed further?
Yeah.
Do you even want to get out of bed?
Yeah. After seeing that.
Yeah. So if you already have anxiety and you're prone to panic attacks, the last thing you would want, and I'm telling you this for anyone who suffers with anxiety, the last thing you want to do is grab your phone, because you want to make sure that your mind is the first thing that you assess.
Yeah.
Where you take that time to dial into yourself and go, okay, hold on. First, let me get myself straight.
Yeah.
Let me get back right.
Yes.
Lecrae. Let me get back right. Let me know that I'm good first before I tap into any of these other portals. So I need to pray. I need to work out. Yeah. I need to go drink some water first. I need to go open the windows. I need to sit up and breathe
get
first.
Fresh air.
Yeah, get some fresh air. I need to put my tea on for the morning. I need to, whatever it is that is your thing, I need to read. Whatever that is first. Put yourself first, because look at the lineup. If you put these things before you, then you are automatically setting yourself up to say that those things are more important than you are.
Yeah.
And therefore, they have more power over your day. And therefore, you are beneath them.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the day, you're under this pile of stuff that you've piled up over you because you never got on top of it.
Yeah. Then you're mad at the end of the night. You're annoyed.
You're mad from the beginning when you wake up.
Time went too fast. I did this. Where did, it got ahead of me, all these things because you, like you said, didn't put yourself first. Yeah.
And it's a personal self-care. Self-care is different for each person, but it is self-care. Self-care is not tending to the social media.
And it's not selfishness as well.
It's not,
because I feel like that's where people kind of get this mixed up with self-care.
But the thing about self-care is you do have to dial into a sense of, it's not selfish. It's a sense of saying, this is necessary.
Yes.
Just like it is necessary for you to change your clothes, take a shower, brush your teeth, take care of your child, whichever one it is, just like those things are necessary for you to do, it is necessary for you to take care of yourself so that you can in turn function properly, like we said. But the other thing that I wanted to assess is, I first said the news. That is not a good way to start out. The other thing is this, your Instagram account. This is a very, very, this topic always interests me. First off, looking at your following. Who are you following and why? That's the first question. If there's someone on the list that you're following that annoys you so much, and they maybe annoy you because they have more money than you, they're in a different financial place than you are in your life, they have 50 cars,
they're
50
into
dogs,
themselves,
and everything, and their sheets are white somehow, and you don't understand why their sheets are so white, and yours don't stay that white even when you do all the laundry all day. And you think that their makeup looks so good, and or you as a guy, you're looking at another guy that you're like, man, he's all ripped up. Well, I wish I could do that. And a wife is like, I wish I could get that, go do that. And oh my gosh, she's always going on dates with her husband, and I wish he would take me on dates. And then he's going, man, I wish that my wife would do that cute thing for me and make me that meal that they made. And I wish I had HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. Listen, if that's what it is when you're looking at all these people, and the next thing you know, you're bashing your husband in the head, telling him, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? You need to do this because Sally has this. Or the next thing, you need to get your eyebrows done like this person because that person has it done. And you're mad and you're vexed because you don't have that. That's not acceptable. That's not okay.
It's not.
That's not okay to live like that.
No.
And if there's a person on there that's specific to, it irks you when you see them, then you need to unfollow them. Or they've made the kindness of you can hide it or something.
You can mute.
You can mute.
Yeah.
Mute.
You don't got to see them on your feed.
Mute. Oh yeah, I don't have to delete you, but I will mute you.
I will mute.
Yes, and you know what?
Silent.
It mutes the mind too.
That's what it does.
Because you don't need it. Talking about the virus, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but talking about the virus is the virus. I'm saying
Yeah.
You know, it got you.
That becomes a virus.
Yeah, it got you locked up.
Won't let me out.
That's what I'm trying to say. So you better get unhooked from certain people that are not truly essential for your day. And the other thing that it does is it puts your power that God has already given you back into you. Because you know what? That woman might have beautiful eyebrows, but guess what? She paid for that, or she took time to look up a video about it. You can do the same thing. She might make amazing meals. That might be a gift that she has. That's beautiful. You can make amazing meals too. You know, someone gets up and they work out and they look good. Listen, I get up at 4:30 a.m. and work out. Yeah. It's a choice that you have to deliberately make. You don't sit down and just look at these people and say, well, look at them. And this, you make a choice to say, I'm going to do what I need to do for me. Yeah. And if that doesn't mean, I don't need to dial into your life in order to attend to my life. So what is truly essential and what isn't?
Exactly. And I think the first one, as we mentioned briefly, is longevity when it comes to this, when it comes to what you did in quarantine, the things that you grew from, the things you loved, the things you whatever it was, really keeping that consistent into your, as they say, normal routine now.
Yeah. What was essential for you then? Yeah. Keep it developed. And then the second essential was making your family plan. Yes. Making a family plan that says, this is what works for our household, developing it together as a unit and looking at it as a whole and seeing how you want to spend your minutes. Yes. Looking at your week. A lot of people have meal plans. It's important to have a family plan. Yeah. To look at your week and what you have coming up and to go and assess it and say, I don't think that works for us on Saturday, or I don't think that works for us on Tuesday. I don't want to do that. And if you don't want to do something, you don't have to. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to do it. And so I think that's very important, is to be able to make deliberate yeses and make deliberate nos and make choices that are going to promote your longevity, that's going to get you into the next phase stronger than you were before. You want to, I remember someone saying something, and it was amazing, that every time I go into something, I always look to come out better than I was before. Yeah. I don't want to go in as ignorant as I did before. Yeah. And so that's what it's about. You want to come out and you want to have said you learned something, that this changed your life. Yeah. And for the better. For the better. While the world was in chaos, while there was a lot of chaotic things, you were able to pull something from this that said, yeah, I can do this. It's going to be better. It's going to be good. Yeah. You can apply it now. And then the third one was what is truly essential. Yeah. What is truly essential, and accessing your mind, assessing yourself first. You as the first primary to self-care, so that you in turn can take care of everyone around you. Taking care of you is necessary and essential. Yes. So we hope you know that you're essential. And that's the other thing, is I want to be everyone's friend. I like people. I know people are going to say what they have to say, and I'm all for that because people have stuff to say, but I don't, like I said, I don't have time for it, so I don't have to tune into it. So I'm fine with that. But I want to be of a welcome when we are in your home, to be able to, liven your day and let you know that you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're handsome. As a husband, that you're doing an amazing job. I want to tell all the men out there that have been really pushing it, you're doing amazing. You are. Thank you for the work that you've done, the investment you've done, even shifting things where you've had to homeschool now, or, cook a little bit more now and do stuff. And I am saying thank you to you. While wives might say, you shouldn't be thanking him. No, thank him. Yeah. He's doing a good job. And you're doing a good job too. Yeah. I know that for stay-at-home moms, you're home all day and you're doing so much and you're adjusting, and there's a lot of adjustment if you have a newborn, or even if you don't, even if you have older children, it's a lot. Yeah. So I just want to tell you, you're doing an amazing, phenomenal job. You really are. You really are. Yeah. Entertaining your kids. I've seen people that have made, obstacle courses. Creative. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Very creative. Yeah. And I just want you to keep moving together.
Yes.
Don't move apart. Students, I know that for some of you, you know, this was different. Your graduation was different. It's okay, baby. You did a good job. You did good. You killed it this year.
You did.
And you still graduated with honor. So I want you to know that as well.
Yeah.
You know, CEOs, people that are small business owners, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we see you. That's the thing. It's not going unrecognized.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important part. You're being acknowledged, even though it may not feel like it. You know, whatever's going on, we see you and we're proud.
Yeah. And 3 shout outs I will like to say.
Yes.
1 to Alvin D. Smith.
Yes.
My father, Dr.
Our
Alvin
dad.
D. Smith.
Yes.
This man is
He's
the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't think
love
a word
him.
can
There's
really
not a
describe.
word. There isn't.
Just
He's everything.
he is.
You know, but your appreciation for all that you've done, for how you continue to evolve and keep growing and have God's just power flowing
his
through your
anointing.
life. I'm just so grateful for you.
Yes.
The next one I will say is Miguel Chavez.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for him.
So
for
grateful.
using his gift, for having his purpose, for just continuing on as well. You know, in season and out of season, he does all realms of production, editing,
behind the scenes,
in front of the scenes. And I'm just so grateful to know someone who has taught themselves such an amazing that's it's incredible. You know, so I really appreciate that. And if you guys are ever looking for an editor or production, I mean, he's gonna be stacked up, so I'm just saying. But, you know,
we'll put his
Yeah.
information below.
Yes. And finally, just I wanted to say to Zadora, she knows who she is. You know who you are.
You know you.
I just want to thank you too and appreciate you for
Yes.
all your love and support. So throughout the week, we will constantly do random shout outs. So you never know
Yeah.
who you're
Be aware.
Be aware of who you are.
Yeah.
So that is what we're doing today. We hope to see you. We're hoping to see you twice during the week to start with. And from there, go from there. But I'm excited for what this means.
Yes.
And
me
it
too.
will be monumental.
It will.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we love you, beautiful people.